Hi, this is Nisha, and we were just out shooting a bunch of 9mm guns today, really just having fun. And wanted to show you something that there aren't many videos on, and that obviously our experience with is not like other people's. This is the Chiappa PAK-9, P-A-K-9 pistol. This is an AK pattern or AK inspired pistol in 9mm. It is built in Romania. Now it's marked Nova. Now Nova seems to be in the same town as Kluger. I don't know if it's a different trade name as Kluger. The thing is, Century has Kluger under quite a tight contract for all the Wassers, so it's possible this is actually made at the Kluger arsenal and they just use a different trade name to not upset Century, or it could be a different arms factory in the same town. Regardless, it is originally made in Romania. It's imported by Chiappa, and they put some of the furniture and whatnot on it. This fires a 9x19 Luger NATO. We've got a 6-inch barrel. No gas tube because it is 9mm. We have a pretty standard front sight base. Unfortunately, this isn't threaded up here, but there's enough meat. I think you could get away with threading it. It wouldn't be a real long thread, but since it's only 9mm, I think you could thread it. It even has the detent hole on the sight base, so if you did thread it, you could put a plunger in. Moving back, we have a handguard here. We have side Picatinny rails. No top rail here. We have a bottom Picatinny rail. It does come with this removable hand stop, which is nice. These have a modular mag system, or magwell system I should say. They come with either Glock magwells or Beretta 92 magwells, or both. This one came with the Beretta magwell, which is fine because both of us own Berettas. This is a 30-round factory Beretta mag. We tried 30s and 20s factory mags in these, and it ran superbly. The barrel, the trunnion, the receiver, this is all Romanian. What's kind of interesting, if you look here, you can see the magwell dimples. It has a dimpled magwell, but it's a smaller dimple than you'd see on a 7.62 by 39 or even 5.45 Romanian gun. So this was a purpose-built receiver for something. I don't know if I really don't know. I'd love to know more about what inspired the core weapon here. One thing to note, the original mag release is here. If you're shooting, don't hit that, because if you do, you'll take your mag adapter out. Instead, the mag release for the Beretta mags is here. And I'm sorry, I don't know if this is reversible for either hand. I don't know why they couldn't make it, since more modern Beretta mags are ambidextrous compatible. So that might be reversible. Sorry, I just don't know. I should have researched that a little better. We have a top rail for a small red dot, which is on here. And what's kind of neat, this top cover is hinged, like on a crank. In fact, this whole system reminds me very much of the Romanian micro Draco, barrel length and all that. I've got it here. I'm going to show you the guts. Got a short recoil tube, or excuse me, a short to recoil spring mechanism. We have a buffer in the back. It's really more of a spacer, but it keeps the bolt from going back too far. Take the mag out here. There's the internals, typical AK trigger group. Because of the way this is done, the hammer is actually lightened a bit. And that's to fit inside this very massive bolt. This is a complete single piece bolt group thing. Instead of this being a gas piston on the top, it's just really a counterbalance type weight for proper functioning. Now, some people have talked about having problems with the firing pin walking out. This gun just came in April of 2017. And when we got it in, we actually tried to knock the firing pin out, and the firing pin retaining pin, and it was tight in there. So maybe Chiappa has fixed that, or maybe it's just some of the early guns had undersized pins. Either way, we had no problems at all with the firing pin. Mag back in. Now we did have to remove the original grip, which is kind of cool actually. It feels like what's commonly called Soviet Bakelite, which is actually a fiberglass reinforced polymer type material. It's got kind of vertical lines on the side like a Tokarev pistol grip might. But we had to use something else because of this lip in the back, because we wanted to put this brace adapter on with the legal arm brace. So you grabbed whatever easy pistol grip is to hand to throw on. This is just a Century Arms ergonomic grip. Also, to get this brace on, we had to remove the rear sling swivel for a single point sling, but it was very easy. There was just a simple nut, so the hardest part was just finding a thin enough wrench to unscrew the nut, but once we did that, it came right off. So it's very easy to put a brace on one of these if you don't get one with a brace. That's about it. We have an AK style safety here, obviously. And we do have a small rear sight that is actually removable from this rail. Just a simple paddle rear sight notch. It has a very short throw because of being 9mm. It's very easy to retract the bolt. There's typical AK take-up. It's a very smooth take-up though, and a very light break. And I attribute this to the fact that the hammer is lighter because of being a 9mm and working in this bolt, and also because it uses just a single wire spring for the trigger group rather than a braided spring. So I think the spring's a little bit lighter. That said, it did not affect reliability. We put about 250 rounds through it, straight out of the box. The only thing we did was clean the bore out from grease, just to make sure there were no obstructions. And it ran like that. We tried 5 different mags. They were all factory Beretta. We tried 30s and 20s. Might even tried a 15, I can't recall. Anyway, factory Beretta mags, no problems. It was enjoyable. It had a little bit of recoil just because of this massive bolt bouncing back and forth, but it was not at all unpleasant. It was just, had a little bit of vibration. You knew you were firing a real gun versus a 22 or a airsoft. So yeah, it was a really enjoyable gun to shoot. I think we were both pleasantly surprised with this little gun here. Now, a lot of the more polymer stuff was added by Chiappa, but the core gun here, the barrel, basically the metal parts were all made in Romania by Nova. So that's kind of neat that it is a factory imported 9mm AK pistol. Again, no malfunctions. We're not exaggerating. No double feeds, no failures to eject, no firing pins walking out. Nothing. I mean, it just worked. And we tried a couple of different types of ammo, but mostly Wolf steel cased, because that seemed appropriate out of this gun. But yeah, we just wanted to share something that you don't see a lot of videos on YouTube about, and a positive experience. These are priced at between $400 and $450 brand new. They come with 2 admittedly pretty chintzy factory 10-round mags, but again, it takes either Glock or Beretta mags, so that's not a problem to find them. It also comes with a pretty chintzy single-point sling, but that's not really important. I mean, at least they're throwing in a few basic accessories. Again, you get this hand stop and this rear sight as well. And I think a lot of companies like Atlantic do sell them with the stabilizing brace already installed. So, a neat little range gun for what it is. And since it looks like we probably won't be seeing Beretta 9mm, and even if we do, they'll probably be much more expensive. For, under the cost of a Draco or a Wasser or an NPAP, this is a fun gun that shoots very affordable ammunition. Well, if you have any questions or want to share your own experiences with the Romanian PAK-9 pistol, please post them below. We really welcome it. And if you like the video, please click like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, we'd really appreciate it if you did. This is Misha, and hopefully we'll have some new and interesting videos to catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in.